Guys, just wanted to update you on something that I had done here about 3 weeks ago. I have really bad migraines. I suffer from awful, 2-3 a week, to the point to where I'm in bed, I'm sick, I can't stand the smell of food, let alone even think of food. So I done a lot of research on having this part of my ear pierced. And I'm not for sure exactly how you say the name, but it's D-A-I-T-H, and it's a cartilage, and it's a pressure point is what it is. So I went 3 weeks ago to a tattoo place here in Virginia and had it done. It costed me $35 to have this done. As of today, not one migraine. Not even a thought of a migraine. It's not even come into my head for a migraine. Now I have sinus pressure because it's blooming. Everything's starting to bloom here in Virginia. I have allergies, seasonal allergies. I get them in the spring and in the fall. I do take an allergy pill for that when it starts. Other than that, no headaches. And my migraines start behind my eyes, directly behind my eyes, or in the very base of my head. And most of the time I couldn't wear a ponytail. And I know my hair's short. But since I've had this done, I've been able to wear a ponytail. I've been able to wear my contacts, which I don't have on today, or in today. I've been able to eat anything I want to eat. They tell me it could be food allergies, or food related. It could be, let's see, what else did they say? Environment. Well, my house is new and I keep it clean, so that couldn't be it. I've always been around animals my whole life, from dogs down to pigs. We had pigs when I was little. We had 3 pigs. I am allergic to evergreens. Any kind of evergreen there is. I don't have them around the house. I don't have them near the house. If we have them pop up on the property, my husband goes ahead and chops them down and gets rid of them while I'm in the house and the house is contained. So none of that was helping. I was on Maxol for migraines and on another medicine that I could take. Maxol made me feel like a zombie the next day. I could not focus. I couldn't do anything. I was just like, leave me alone, let me sleep. All I wanted to do for the next whole day was sleep. I stayed sick at my stomach with it. I had what they call the zombie feeling. I didn't feel like myself. I was like in left field, but I was here. So, I was willing to try anything. So I got on the computer one night and just got to researching. You know, acupuncture was one thing mentioned. Chiropractor. Well, I can't do chiropractor because I have some issues with my bones and things. So I could, but I'm afraid to be honest with you. I'm a chicken when it comes to stuff like that. But I read about this. And I had read quite a few people that had had it done, but there is no actual true medical proof that it works. Well, I had this done. 2 days later, I read that the Mayo Clinic in, was it New York? The Mayo Clinic in New York? I think that's right. I could be wrong. Was starting up a research for this because they had had a lot of people that had had migraines and had been dealing with migraines to go and have this done and then go back to their appointment and they'd say, well, how many migraines have you had in the last month? And they'd say, none. Well, okay, you'd had 12 the month before, and this month none. What's changed? And they'd say, well, I went and had this piercing done. And what it is it's a pressure point, and it's an old Chinese thing. And before I went and actually had it done, I would take, if I'd feel a migraine coming on, I would take my fingers and get right in there as close as I could and squeeze. And I mean just squeeze to the point where I thought my head was going to fall off. And it would relieve the migraine a little. Not a whole lot. Now this, with the piercing, if you can tell, it's just a little round hoop and then it's got the ball. Excuse me. It has helped unbelievable. Not one migraine. Not one. Not even a thought of a migraine. My husband asked me this morning, how's your head feeling? Well, other than the sinus pressure, you know, in my face and in my forehead here where your sinuses are. And your sinuses, believe it or not, does go back into your ears. And they go down into your throat, which is why you have the the constant, you know, having to clear the throat thing. But I went to the doctor on Monday, and her and I have Facebook together, and she had seen I had had it done, and she asked me, she said, well, it's been At that time, it had been 2 weeks and 2 days. She said, how many migraines have you had? And I said, none. 0. So, for me, it has really helped. And I have got quite a few acquaintances and friends that have had it done and have done the same thing I've done, who's had the same symptoms, go through the same effects, 2 and 3 a week, debating on what to eat, what not to eat. Let's take this out of our diet, let's put this in our diet, and still have migraines. They've had this done. None. Nada. Most people are doing it on the on the right. From what I've read, they say to do it on the side you feel the migraine starts. Well, with my migraines, like I said, it's behind both of my eyes, and it's like a pressure. It feels like somebody's in there with a bat at the same time beating both of my eyes. And then right in the base of my head, right at the base of my skull. And, no migraines. I'm not saying go out and get a piercing. I'm saying research it. Do what I did. I seek spiritual about it. I prayed. I asked other people to pray about it. And I researched it. And like I said, so far so good. Nada. Nada. Not even to an inkling of a headache. But I do recommend it if you feel like it's right for you. I'm not saying do it. I'm just saying think about it. Research it. It's a possibility it might work. Anyway, I'm going to go. It's Saturday and my husband's at work, and I'm just going to enjoy the day because I have spring cleaned for 3 days, and I'm wore out. I've went from the top of the ceilings to the bottom of the walls and creases and corners and vacuums and dusties, and I've cleaned and cleaned and cleaned to the point where I am tired. So I'm not going to do nothing today, watch TV, and just kind of be a couch potato. Y'all have a great Saturday. See ya.